Hello everyone, welcome back to our Fire Nursing Tutorial YouTube channel. In this class, we'll discuss cell injury in detail and then its causes, reversible and irreversible changes, and then apoptosis, necrosis will discuss clearly in this class. Who all have visited first time on this channel, please do subscribe and watch. First, we'll see what is cell injury. Here, cell injury occurs when a cell cannot maintain its normal structure and function due to stress or harmful stimuli. Cell injury occurs when there is its structure and function is altered, that is due to stress or harmful stimuli. For example, we'll take when the stress is mild, cell adapts. Here, cellular adaptation, they enter into the cellular adaptation, they make reversible structural and functional changes. That's what, to survive in a altered new environment without being destroyed. Cell enter into the cellular adaptation. And then next comes to when stress is severe. In the case of severe stress to the cell gets injured. And then comes to when injury is irreversible. Here we can say cell dies, cell death we can see, that the cellular damage has exceeded the cell's ability to repair itself. Here these three comes under cell injury, that is mild, severe and then irreversible. Next we'll see what is the cause, what are the causes of cell injury, or we can say the etiology. First one, very important thing here, hypoxia. It's the most common cause, that is decreased oxygen supply. That is, for example, anemia and then respiratory diseases. In the cases of respiratory diseases, here severe hypoxia leads to ischemia, that is loss of blood supply. From decreased it goes to loss of blood supply. And then comes to the second cause for the cell injuries, physical agents like trauma, burn, radiation and then electric shock. These are comes under physical agents. And then next we'll see the chemical agents and drugs. These are also the causes for cell injury, that is poison, cyanide and then alcohol, chemotherapy, drugs. Next, infectious agents. These may also cause cell injury, that is bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites. For example, here we can say hepatitis B virus and then this damages the liver cells. Next, fifth cause is immunological reactions. That is comes under autoimmune diseases and then allergic reactions. Here, for example, you can take that systemic lupus erythematosus may be the cause, that is immune mediated injury. And then sixth one is a genetic cause like Down syndrome. And then seventh cause is a nutritional imbalance, protein deficiency, vitamin deficiency, it may be obesity. Next we'll see very important mechanisms of cell injury. It's a very important. Okay, here we can see 5 major mechanisms. We'll discuss it one by one. First one is ATP depletion. It's a most important one. It's a mechanism of cell injury. In that first one is ATP depletion. Here ATP depletion, that is adenosine triphosphate. When oxygen decreased, that time ATP production decreased. ATP production decreased. Here ATP is the main source of energy to the cells. That's what ATP is produced in mitochondria. Example, that is during ischemia, when there is a loss of blood supply that time. And then here sodium pump fails and then we can see cell swelling occurs. Cell swells here. This is nothing but a ATP depletion. We'll see the second one. Second mechanism, that is mitochondrial damage. Here mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. And then here there will be the mitochondrial damage that leads to less production of ATP or decreased ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and then releases of pro-apoptotic proteins. Here irreversible cell death occurs, and then lastly it leads to cell death. This is a second mechanism, that is mitochondrial damage. We'll move to the next mechanism, that is calcium influx. Here normally calcium is low inside cells. It is low inside cells. During injury, Ca2 plus ions increases, and then slowly it moves into the cell, and then that time it activates enzymes, and then that enzymes that destroys cell membrane, cytoskeleton, and even DNA of the cell. That is nothing but a mechanism of calcium influx. Next we'll say oxidative stress. Here free radical injury we can say. Here free radicals, that is unstable molecules we can see, that damages lipids, lipid, protein, and then even DNA. For example, radiation injury. This is nothing but a oxidative stress. This is a mechanism of cell injury. This is also one mechanism of cell injury. Next we'll see the fifth mechanism, that is membrane damage. Here membrane, that outer membrane damage leads to leakage of enzymes, and then cell swelling we can see, and then lastly necrosis, death of cells we can see. These are the 5 mechanisms of cell injury. Next we'll see types of cell injury. Here there are 2. One is reversible, another one is irreversible. We'll discuss it one by one. First we'll see reversible cell injury. Here if cause is removed, for example you take, if hypoxia is there, if you have supplied this one oxygen, the problem is solved. Like that it is. If cause is removed, cell returns to normal. Features, that cell swelling, that is hydropic change, and then fatty change, that is especially in liver, and then mild mitochondrial swelling will be there that time, and then it returns to normal when you remove the cause. When you solve the problem, that time it returns to normal, that is reversible cell injury. Next we'll see irreversible cell injury. Here severe damage will be present to the cells, severe stress stimuli, severe damage, that damage cannot recover, lastly it leads to cell death. Here we can see the features: severe membrane damage, outer membrane, severe membrane damage that cannot repair, and then massive calcium entry. Usually less amount of calcium will be present inside the cell, but when there will be the damage of that membrane takes place, that time calcium ions enter into the cells. That's what there will be the massive calcium entry into the cell. And then nuclear changes. This is irreversible cell injury. Here mitochondrial damage is main thing. Irreversible cell injury, that is due to the mitochondrial damage and also severe membrane damage. This is about reversible and irreversible cell injury. Next we'll see cell death. Here there are 2 major types are present in cell death. One is necrosis, another one is apoptosis. We'll discuss clearly. Okay. Necrosis is uncontrolled cell death. Here necrosis always pathological. It's always pathological, and then it causes inflammation or inflammation. Okay, and then cell membrane ruptures, and the nuclear changes in necrosis are pycnosis, that shrinks nucleus. Shrinkage of nucleus takes place, and then karyoraxis. There will be this one, nucleus fragments, that is breakdown of nucleus we can see, and then karyolysis, that is nucleus dissolves. This is about necrosis. We'll see here types of necrosis. Here it's a very important thing you can observe here: coagulative necrosis seen in heart infarction, and then liquefactive necrosis seen in brain infarction, and then gaseous necrosis seen in tuberculosis, fat necrosis we can see in a pancreatitis, and then gangrenous necrosis, that is in a limb ischemia. loss of blood supply completely. For example, myocardial infarction causes coagulative necrosis. Next, we'll see apoptosis. Here it is a programmed cell death. There it is controlled cell death. This is apoptosis is a programmed cell death. Here apoptosis can be controlled. No inflammation. And then cell shrinks. And then DNA breakdowns. That is DNA fragmentation we can see in apoptosis, in programmed cell death. For example, you take normal embryological development during the development of embryo, and then due to viral infections, and then due to this one. Take it as an example, that is cancer therapy. This is apoptosis. In cell death, there are two types, majorly. First one is a necrosis. Necrosis is nothing but a uncontrolled cell death. And then comes to the second one is apoptosis, that is the programmed cell death. Here, difference, very important, observe carefully. Differences between reversible and irreversible injury, irreversible cell injury. Here, they are categorized as feature, reversible, irreversible. First, we'll see in the feature, membrane. In the reversible, it is intact, but irreversible, damaged. It is not intact, it is damaged. And then comes to the second one, that is mitochondria. Here in reversible, it is swollen, and in irreversible, it is severely damaged. Mitochondria cannot repair. And then comes to the third one, that is nucleus. Nucleus in the reversible injury, that is normal, but in the irreversible, it is pycnosis or cariolysis. That is shell shrinkage we can see, and then there will be the fragmentation or even death, cell death we can see. And then comes to the outcome. Here reversible, that reversible cell injury can recover, but irreversible, no recovery, it cannot repair itself. That is cell exceeded, cell damage exceeded, can't repair itself. That was irreversible cell death we can see. This is what the difference between reversible and irreversible cell injury. Next we'll see clinical correlation. Here, when cells die, enzymes leak into blood. Yes, of course. When cell dies, that time enzymes leak into the blood. That is in the circulation of blood. For example, heart injury, there will be the troponin increases, and then in the liver injury, that is AST, ALT increases, that is aspartate antitransferase, and then another one is alanine aminotransferase increases. In the case of liver injury, that leads to cirrhosis or fatty liver. Next we'll see that flow chart. Here you can observe, okay, injury, cell injury. If that cell injury, it leads to ATP, decrease of adenosine triphosphate. Due to this sodium pump failure we can see, that's what we can see, cell swelling. Okay, comes to the next stage, that is if cell injury is severe, there will be the membrane damage takes place, and then calcium increases into the cells, and then this calcium activates enzymes, that is enzyme activation. Lastly, necrosis, cell death we can see. That is reversible, it's an irreversible. Next you can see here short answer structures, like you may have definition, causes, mechanisms, types and outcome, and then term mark we can see that you may get this question, okay, mechanisms, reversible and irreversible, necrosis and apoptosis, and also that cell injury diagram. I hope you all are very clear with the pathology topic of cell injury. Please give it a like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative content. Thank you for watching.